The Pac-12 continues to be the best conference in college football, and it's another road test for one of the undefeated teams as the Oregon Ducks head south to Palo Alto to face the Stanford Cardinal. Oregon continues to assert themselves as one of the best teams in the country, while Stanford continues to rebuild their program with a new head coach and a new quarterback. Who has the edge in this Conference of Champions matchup? I'll have that along with my selection for the game coming up in a few moments, but first, as always, if you're enjoying this content, do us a favor and hit that like button. And if you want to be alerted of any more of our betting content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel as we release betting picks and predictions for every sport you can think of every single day. Looking at the Wager Talk Live odds screen, we see Oregon's a 27.5-point road favorite, and the total is sitting at 61. Now, there are some 27s out there as of the recording of this video, so it's something to monitor. There's an argument that Oregon is one of the 3 or 4 best teams in the country despite where they are ranked. The numbers tell us that as well. Oregon has the second highest scoring offense in the nation, averaging 54 points per game, and they're ranked 11th in total defense, allowing just 264 yards per game. The improvement in defense is what stands out despite the gaudy offensive numbers. Last year, the Ducks allowed 389 yards per game in conference play. Head coach Dan Lanning built one of the best defenses in the country as the DC at Georgia, and he's made vast improvements to the Ducks. Stanford's still a program in transition. Troy Taylor's in his first year, and he's turned the Cardinal into a run-first team. Running backs Casey Filkins and E.J. Smith are both averaging over 7 yards per carry on the season for an offense that's averaging over 180 rushing yards per game. The Ducks' run defense is very good. They allow just 105 yards per game and have a size advantage up front. If Stanford can't run it, they won't have any real success throwing it either. Not only because Oregon's pass defense is ranked 9th in the country, allowing just 158 passing yards per game, but the Cardinal quarterbacks aren't very efficient. Ashton Daniels is only completing 59% of his passes, and Justin Lamson is connecting on just 46%. The Cardinal offensive line has allowed 13 sacks so far in the year, and the Ducks have dropped 13 opposing quarterbacks as well. Stopping the Oregon offense will be the toughest challenge for the Cardinal, as they are bottom 10 in the country in pass defense, allowing over 300 passing yards per game. So Bo Nix should be able to add to his Heisman candidacy in this matchup. The game last year at Oregon was a 45-27 final. The Cardinal had a better QB, and the Ducks had a worse defense. I also know that Oregon has Washington looming on deck in a revenge spot after a loss to them last year. But this isn't the look-ahead spot, simply because Stanford doesn't have the talent to compete. Of course, the back door is going to be open, so I would decidedly play Oregon in the first half at any number under 17. I don't know that there's much difference between Stanford and Colorado other than Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, and look how easily Oregon got out to a huge lead against Colorado. The only hope for the Cardinal is to control the line of scrimmage and run the ball to keep the Ducks offense on the sideline. Even at that, Oregon doesn't need a lot of time to score. I'd look for a 27 out there if it's available just in case, but I'll lay the points with the Ducks here. If you're interested in more trends, game breakdowns, and picks, go ahead and check out this next game video.